So, who do you end up with? Let's find out. We're going to have 4 piles today. Pile 1, blue star. Pile 2, red star. Pile 3, star spangled star. Pile 4, white star. As per usual, timestamps will be in the description and in the comments. Oh yeah, my name is Julia. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I hope you'll feel called to like and subscribe. Any information you need about me will be found in the description as well. I'll see you guys in the reading. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the blue star, pile 1, this is your reading. Who do you end up with? So let's find out. Okay, so before we get into it, I'm going to read, let you know what the cards I pulled on. And over here we have the person that you end up with, their energy. Right here we have that person that you end up, we have their family's energy, because I kind of felt that might be important. Then we pulled the nature of your guys' connection, and then a little bit more on the nature of your connection and kind of like how and when you guys meet. So let's get right into it. So about your person that you end up with, pile 1, life partner, future spouse energy. So let's get their energy. So coming out we have the Hunter, Orphan reverse, Starborn reverse. Okay, so this person is somebody who actually goes after what they want. This is somebody who they get that kind of tunnel vision, eye on the prize. They see what they want and they go after it. And they are someone who will move quickly after what they want. It's giving a very Sagittarian or even King of Wands type energy, but not a King of Wands in reverse. It's upright. It's giving a very someone who can focus on what they want and are quick to go after it. With the Orphan in reverse, I'm getting that this is a person who had to heal from abandonment issues. This person is somebody who, for that very reason, doesn't like to leave people behind, doesn't like to leave people feeling left out, doesn't like to leave people feeling unwanted because of what they had to heal from themselves. And I feel that when you meet them, this is somebody who has healed very much from that. Perhaps not fully, because I think those are kinds of things that I think for all of us, you know, they kind of pop up at different times in our lives. Different things can trigger old wounds, but I feel this is somebody who's done a lot of healing in that area, and for that reason they never want to leave someone feeling that way. Also we have Starborn in reverse, and what's really interesting here is I'm getting that this is somebody who might not be as open. I feel, okay, how do I explain this energy that I'm feeling? I'm feeling like this is actually somebody who's very consciously aware. This is somebody who is very observant and very knowing, and I feel that deep down they are spiritual or, how shall I say, in tuned, but kind of on the outside they might be a little bit, you know, externally they might come off a little bit more 3D, if you know what I'm saying. This is somebody who might not be as some would call into the spiritual, like woo-woo, like they might be a little bit like, oh yeah, astrology, or might not believe so much. Oh yeah, the light flickered a little bit. That's confirmation. Yeah, we're heading in the right direction here. So this person doesn't exactly maybe subscribe to all, like maybe even tarot or spirituality, but I'm getting this message that you are, and this person will actually be very, very well balanced together for that reason, because I'm picking up that you are somebody who is very spiritually attuned. And I do feel that a big reason too that this is going to be a very special and important connection is because I feel that you're going to be somebody who's going to awaken this person and open their eyes, and not maybe as a teacher, yes, but also more as somebody who's going to help this person to remember their truth of their soul, to help to awaken them to who they really are, to their own self-realization even more so. But at the same time, because this person is also coming out as a dragon, which is a very spiritual card, this person is somebody who, once they do awaken or at least admit, because I feel like this person deep down is somebody who does believe, but I think they just don't try to show it or come out with it or maybe talk about it. I think it's something they kind of keep hidden, or deep down, like innately in them, they know. You know what I mean? I hope I'm making some kind of sense here. I'm also seeing here with this person coming out as hyena and dragon. This person is this person is somebody who has a great sense of humor. This person has a dark sense of humor, and they don't show it to everybody though. It's something that's kind of veiled, and I feel that only certain people who know them or understand them will like understand when they're joking. It's kind of like one of those kinds of dry senses of humor that it's like not everyone will get it. Not everyone will get it. You have to know. It's like some people might like sit there when if this person says something and be like, are they joking or not? But you, I think, of course, being in this connection, this deep connection with this person, will know that they're joking. They have they're very funny. This person is very funny, and they have a great sense of humor, and it's very dry, but not everyone gets it. They don't show it to everybody. It's something they it's like only show to some people. Beautiful. Also, I'm seeing here, yes, this person is somebody who's actually had to weather many storms. This person's been through some extremely hard times, and for that person, this person is extremely resilient, extremely strong, and this person, I think, is somebody who is going to be very, it's like almost, okay, how do I say this? They have a certain innate instinct and intuition of their own that they have gained from all the things that they've already gone through, from all of their experiences, and they might not understand or know to call that a psychic ability. They might just feel like it's common sense or it's from experience, but no, I feel this person is actually much more in tuned than they realize that with the cosmos, with the divine. I feel that's a big role that you'll be playing with them, is to helping them understand exactly who they are, to help them understand their divinity. That's what it is. Like, you're helping to awaken this person, but this person is actually somebody who is very divine. They just don't know that that's what to call it yet. I hope I'm making some kind of sense here. But this is also somebody who's extremely confident. This is somebody who is not lacking in the self-esteem department, which is good, because this means that they've done an immense amount of healing. And I'm not saying that everybody who has good self-esteem has had to heal, but in many cases that is so. It's interesting having Starseed and Starborn come out in reverse. Yeah, this person is somebody who's not quick to show people their spiritual side. I don't think it's that they don't believe. I think actually they do believe. They just don't come out and say it, almost because they don't want to look silly to other people. So it's almost giving the feeling of a little bit of an existential identity crisis. Like, deep down, that's truly what they are, and I think they're fascinated by it, but they just don't come out and say it. So it's almost like they put on a very 3D material, not that they're acting materialistic, but that they're, very grounded and down to earth and not into all the woo, but they really are. They're actually they're very much, I think you're helping this person to step into their divinity, or to come out of the divinity closet, as you might say. Also, this person, and I think feel for you as well, are at a place, I think when you guys come into this connection where you feel like, am I going to ever meet the one? It's almost giving the feeling that when you guys do meet, you're at a place where you feel like, I'm never going to meet the one. I'm never going to meet somebody. It's just it's even giving the feeling like, oh, it's too late for me. It's everyone, this person will have probably a mindset of everyone good is already taken. It's too late. I also have here Divine Masculine coming out upright. Woo! Yes, and so whether you're feminine or a masculine, and whether this person is a feminine or masculine, this is letting me know this person definitely is a divine counterpart type energy. I feel this person might not be aware of what, twin flames, spiritual counterparts are. I feel this person might not be somebody who's had a lot of activity in the spiritual community, as you might say, but that this is somebody who is, in truth, a very divine person. This is a divine soul. This is somebody who you will connect with on a soul level. I'm also seeing that this person is somebody who has probably turned away from a lot of connections due to maybe things they've experienced in the past, and is probably more focused on new ways of making money, side hustles, things they can do to, better their, like, I don't know, if I'm kind of losing the word here, maybe foundation, or if they're an entrepreneur, it's like they're trying to still focus on more ways of broadening their horizons, expansion, growth, things like that. It feels like there's somebody who's maybe when you guys come together isn't going to be as focused on relationships, and it's not that they're not going to focus on that when they meet you, but that's what I feel they'll be going through when you guys meet, when you guys connect, when you come together. Now, getting into their family, because I felt this would be important energies. Now, whether or not, you know, all BS aside, whether or not the family and everything is good or not, that's not always the most important part, but it's always, I thought it's always kind of nice to know. Because you can meet the most perfect partner in the world and they might not even have talked to their family in 20 years for their own good reasons. You know, you never know. But let's get into what I'm seeing here for their family. I feel that this person has a love-hate relationship with their family. This person has certain people that they are on and off with. This person has people in their family who they have cut off. And I feel it will be for good reason. This is for reasons of that they didn't want to have any connection to that person anymore. And I don't feel that's all of their family, though. I don't feel that's all of their family. I feel there is some of their family who they do love very much. I feel they love all of their family, but there's some of their family that they have very hot and cold relationships with, where they've had some intense experiences in the past, and for that reason there are some people in their family who they have cut off, who they've cut ties with. I'm also seeing that this person comes from a very, as you might say, whether this is a male or female, we're watching for whether you're male or female, whether they're male or female. This person's family, though, does have a very, I guess you might say, patriarchal model of a family, where they come from, their family is the kind of family that has a certain traditional belief system of the man runs the house. We listen to what the man says. Like they might, like if this isn't a man, like let's just say you're a man and you're watching for a woman. Well, this woman came from a family where, you know, there was a man who ran the household, who was in charge of things, who, you know, laid down the law and things went their way. And if you are a man, this is how this man was, or if you're watching for a man, this is how the man was raised, in a very patriarchal model type family. Also, there's a good chance that with adjudication and official person coming out here, this person might have a lot of family that is either works or involved in the legal system or some kind of other authority, or even possibly military. That is very possible. But these people also, yeah, I'm also seeing that it's a good chance that this person, their family might be very judgmental, or they might feel very judged by their family. So, so that might have something to do with why there's, you know, some love, hate, on, off, hot, cold energies and connections in the family, and also why they have had to cut certain connections, where they've cut ties with certain family members, okay? So that's what I'm seeing on their family. Now let's get into a little bit of the nature of your guys' connection. This is beautiful. You guys are going to agree on a lot of things. You guys are going to be able to negotiate. You guys are going to be able to, when you guys have a disagreement, to shake on things. Like, okay, well, let's agree to disagree, or let's compromise here. And let's find a way of meeting halfway. You know, and I'm here kind of hearing the song "Meet Me Halfway," Black Eyed Peas. You know, what you guys will be able to negotiate and compromise to come to agreements, so that you guys are both at a place where you can be in agreement, which is beautiful. This is great in let me tell you, this is great in a connection. Any kind of connection, any kind of relationship, that is something that you want. Trust me. Also, this person is going to be, I feel sometimes, yeah. I feel this person is going to have some extreme mercurial nature, where in their way of expressing their feelings might not be overly emotional. Yes, this person will have very deep feelings, but I feel the way they will express it to you will be more when they're in private. It won't be something they show to everybody. It'll be something that's more done only in private. Like, you know, some people are really into PDA, public displays of affection. This person is actually, like, it kind of goes with, like, I think to a little bit of that, how I was saying earlier, like the Starborn in reverse, where they don't portray themselves as woo-woo, but they really have it innately in them. Well, it's the same with their emotions. It's giving that the way they will show their emotions will be more mercurial in nature, where they will express it to you, and they will show you love, but it will be the emotional side will be more very done, I feel, privately, but that it will be easy for them to verbalize. Like, you might it's you know, it's giving a lot of, like, almost Geminian or Virgo type energy, where they are they express their emotions sometimes on a mental plane, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's not meaning they're unhealed on an emotional level, because if you understand really astrologically the different signs and how they operate, that is just that sign in its true nature, how it operates. So I threw dice too, and I'll explain them in a minute, but it's interesting because the dice that came out was Moon, Virgo, Gemini, and the number 11, which tells me, and I'm going to get back to this, but that tells me that, this person probably does have a lot of either possibly Moon in Virgo or Gemini. They don't have to, but that would explain the emotions being expressed and like almost communicating it more than being. This isn't somebody who wears their heart on their sleeve, so to speak, but they do have a lot of deep feelings. But it's easier for them to express them more on a mental, like they'll express them to you a lot, but it'll probably be done not so much wearing their heart on their sleeve. I'm also feeling that there will be something that you guys with the number 11, either you could be a life path 11, they could be a life path 11, but overall with this being this 11 coming out, tells me there's something that in this connection you guys will be mastering. You guys will be mastering some component of relationships or connections that is being mastered, and it's a part of your soul contract. You guys coming together, or you guys are mastering something with this connection, which is beautiful. Okay, also, now back here, yes, this person is also going to be actually somebody who is very playful. I feel like you're going to be awakening them to a lot of their playful nature, but that it'll be hard for them to come out and show it at first. I think this might have something to do with this person having their abandonment issues. If you remember, as I said earlier with the orphan coming out in reverse, that this person had to heal from a lot of abandonment issues. So for this person to feel safe to come out and play is something I feel that you're helping this person with, but that they will feel safe to be like themselves and to let their inner child show around you, because this, you guys are going to be very nurturing to each other. Now, okay, let me get down here where this is going to show a little bit more of the nature of your guys' connection, and also how and when you guys meet. Okay, so this is an interesting one. I haven't got cards like this in a while. Actually, I haven't got cards like this in a collective reading yet, or should I say a YouTube reading. I've gotten cards like this, where I've gotten messages like this in private and personal readings that I've done for people in person before, only 2 or 3 times, and I've done a lot of readings. So let me go ahead and start channeling this. Okay, so either you or this person, either you or this person will have had somebody who passed away in your life. This person, okay, so if this isn't you, this will be your person, okay? At some point, I'm trying to get this all in. Okay, at some point, probably right before you guys met, either one of you will have had somebody who passed away in your life. This person will be somebody who was either, so whether this is for you, this part is for you or for your person, there was somebody whoever, either one of you was connected to, and this person was a good friend, probably somebody who was actually even possibly interested in either one of you. Well, not either one. Okay, so say whether it's you or this person. I know I keep saying that. I'm trying not to stumble on my words here so I can explain this energy. But okay, so we'll just say, like, I'm going to explain it as if I'm saying it for your person, but if it's for you, you'll know. So there's somebody who passed away, and before this person passed away, yeah, I just seen that orb. Okay, sorry. Before this person passed away, this person was probably interested in your person, and it will be, I don't know how long right after this person passed away, but it'll be like kind of like that. It'll be like not too long after. So whether it's you or this person, there will be somebody who passed away in your person's life who was actually more interested in you than being just a friend. That person is on the other side. There goes another orb. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love it when I get these medium messages. That person is somebody who actually sticks around and is kind of overseeing this connection come together, because that person was very interested, whether it was in you or in this person, whoever it was, whichever one of you. Or possibly I'm also getting a side note here. It is possible that both of you actually knew somebody who passed away, and that might even be how you guys came into connection or come into knowing, is through a mutual friend who passed. Okay? Now, also, going on, let me see if I'm getting more off of these. Yeah. One of the two of you will have just lost somebody, and that it won't be somebody who you was very close or like family. It'll be somebody that you guys knew. Not probably both of you, but that's possible. I hope I'm trying to make sense of how this plays out, and I know I'm stumbling a little bit here, so I'm sorry. Also, you guys are gonna, when you guys first meet, you guys are gonna get along great like friends. You guys are gonna be thinking about giving up something that you will be guys starting to turn away from. Both of you will be starting to think about turning away from the party life or certain other friends that you'll be wanting to cut out of your life. Both of you will also be thinking about, one of you will have just actually possibly be coming out of a divorce. If not a divorce, a serious relationship of something that didn't work out when you guys come together. One of you might be having car problems when you guys come together. These are just, I'm telling you guys this not as like, oh, I hope you wouldn't take it as any kind of fear-mongering, but just as signs. So you know when this happens, like it should resonate. Also, I'm hearing one of you might be waiting on an inheritance. So that might actually be, I guess for somebody it could be that, well, somebody had just lost a family member when this happens and when you guys come together. But you guys are going to get along great like friends. You guys are going to be very nurturing to each other. You guys are going to actually, even if you don't drink, I forgot to get up here to this one. You guys are going to go on dates. This is so sweet. You guys are going to go on dates. If you drink, you guys will enjoy going out and having like, dinner and wine or dinner and drinks. If you don't drink this, you guys are going to actually go out on dates. I love this. This is like so fucking cute. Sorry, pardon my French. This is like so cute. You guys are going to go out on dates. This person's like going to take you out. You're going to go out to nice places. You're going to eat. You're going to enjoy each other's company. You're going to love talking with each other. You guys are going to feel like you get along great like friends. And what's great is I don't feel it's going to be a trauma bond. You guys are going to actually have other things to talk about, even though you guys have both done, I'm sure, a tremendous amount of healing. It's not going to be where you guys sit there and harp over past relationships and just, trauma bond and like, oh, my ex did that to me. Oh, I can't believe you. It's not going to be like that. You guys are going to actually like get along great like friends. I'm also seeing here, if you have any yes or no question about this person, I want you to think of that question right now. Okay? Think of the question. If you have a yes or no question about this person, the answer is yes. I pulled these cards for yes or no beforehand, and the answers that came out, it came out twice, yes. And it says, a great future for you. Don't be disappointed. And I'm hearing more from my guides, don't be discouraged. I'm also seeing the numbers 13, 11, and we have a yes again at the bottom of the deck, and it's the number 24, and it also says you will hear of a marriage shortly. Boom, future spouse. So that's what I have for you, pile 1. This is who you end up with. You or this person could have some heavy Gemini or Virgo in your big 3. You don't have to. And also possibly either one of you could be a life path 11, but either way there's something you guys will master in this connection. I hope this resonates for you. Please, if you feel called to, like and subscribe. I'm going to take it to pile 2. Hi, pile 2. If you chose the red star, pile 2, this is your reading. Who do you end up with? So let's find out. Okay, so first I just want to say, I pulled cards up here showing me the energy of the person you end up with. And then over here, I pulled energy of that person's family just because I thought it was important, like I would want to know like what's up with their family, And then I pulled some cards on the energy of the nature of your guys' connection. And then I pulled cards on like how and when you guys meet, okay? So let's get right into it. Okay, so let me see here. Floppy, lever, sword. Wow, okay, so this person that you end up with is somebody who is before you guys come together, like probably even before you guys met, is somebody who actually had come out of a very serious commitment, maybe even possibly a divorce, or maybe they had a fiance and it got called off. Something happened that they had to leave and get away from some kind of a connection. They had to leave. It's feeling like they were in some kind of very serious commitment that they had to cut off. And this is something with the sword coming out sideways. Yeah, this is something that they had a hard time cutting this person completely off. This was somebody, like, whoever their ex is somebody that was hard for them to get rid of. And I know that sounds harsh, but it's I'm also seeing with this night and day on here, it's like this person was somebody who didn't bring out the best in them. This is somebody who really gave them a hard time. This is somebody who put them through, brought in a lot of with this, I'm seeing that lightning. This is somebody, there was a lot of turbulence, there was a lot of fighting. It was probably a very toxic connection, and it was really hard for them to get out of this connection. It was somebody, whoever that person was they were connected to, it's giving the feeling they didn't want to let them go. It was this person, I'm hearing clingy, I'm hearing smothering. It was somebody that they just really, it was hard for them to get rid of this person completely. And I don't mean to sound harsh when I say it, but yes, that's I just have to be honest with what I'm feeling here. But that they had to walk away from, there's somebody who had to leave, like, I'm feeling like a divorce, or somebody they were maybe engaged to, that they had to call something off. And it was really hard for them to cut this person completely out of their life, but because there was so much turbulence, but they did. And I'm also seeing here that this is somebody who's going to be very devoted to you. I'm not necessarily feeling that this person, when you guys meet, that it was like they just left a connection, but it's feeling like it was something that was such a serious relationship or commitment in their life that it took a long time to cut all the ties with that person. Like, it's probably somebody who kept trying to come back, something to that nature. But when it comes to you guys, I feel this person is someone who's very devoted. This person's going to be very devoted to you. Oh, look at the pearl in the middle of that, the swan, the lover. This is definitely a soulmate energy. This person is going to be very devoted to you. This is a very loving person. This is a very caring person. This person is going to be extremely devoted to you. This is a very devotional person. Yeah. I'm also seeing for their energy, oh, I love this, raccoon and camel in reverse. Oh my God. This person observes and sees a lot of things. This person, and I don't want to make this person sound like they're childish the way I say this, because it's not giving a bad energy. It's actually giving like more of a childlike innocence, which is interesting. But it's not so much that they're naive or anything, but it's like there's something playful about them. Like, they see it's okay. It is not, I don't feel they're like this with everybody. I feel they're actually kind of a little, I might even come off a little meek or timid or shy to other people at first. And because this person doesn't like to fully be seen by everybody. They're kind of it might even be, I want to say introvert, but there's a lot I feel they keep to themselves. But with you, it's like they see and observe a lot, and they can't wait to tell you. This person is one of those people who they'll feel very happy and playful with you. It's something about also to not being able to keep anything from you, or when they find out something they can't wait to tell you. It's like one of those things like, oh my God, babe, you gotta move on. You know, you're not gonna believe this. Guess what I heard? Guess what I heard? Guess what I found out? Or if something something they get, a raise at work, they can't wait to call you and tell you. It's like this person, it won't keep anything from you. They can't wait to tell you everything they see, everything they hear. Anytime something happens, it's like this person doesn't keep anything to themselves. They want to share everything with you. So I'm giving you some of their energy, this is some of their energy. Also, oh, now that's interesting. Oh, okay. I might have to put 18 plus on this one. Mm-hmm. This person has fetishes. This person has certain things they're into that's very taboo. Maybe that's maybe part of what they do, like not show to everybody, and what a lot of people wouldn't know about. So it's not so maybe much that I feel like they're introverted, but this person has certain things that they're into that maybe might not be considered normal, or things that people talk about out in the open. This person has some things that they're very much into that's taboo. They have, it feels feeling very fetish. Wow. Also, this person has an unusual way of things working out for them. It's not that they have bad luck, it's that the way things manifest and work for them don't manifest the way they had expected them to, but they do come to pass. And I hope that makes some kind of sense. It might be like, okay, I want to go do this, or I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do A and B, and I'm expecting the result to be C. And they do A and B, and the result comes out as D. But it's not bad, it's just things don't always... They might not always know how to get something done the right way, and I feel like you might be somebody who's able to help them with that, if that makes any sense. Also, yeah, this person doesn't hold anything back. What is this? This person doesn't... Okay, I get it now. This person also doesn't want you to hold anything back from them. I'm hearing a song. This is like weird to be hearing this song because it's such an old song. It was like an old song. I know it's kind of weird, but I think it was like R. Kelly and like the Isley Brothers. Like, it's called Contagious. You're contagious, touch me baby, give me what you got. I'm hearing that. There's something about that here where this person wants like you to share everything with them too. I feel like this person's going to let you into their private little world of the things, maybe their fetishes and their taboos, and they want you to open up and share all your deep desires. And if you have, you know, certain things that you are into that you don't tell anybody, they want to know. They want all of you. They want you to share all of you with them. So this is, like I said, this is somebody who's going to be very devoted to you. Also, let me see. Yes, this is just kind of more touching on, yeah, there was something very, very, I feel it might have even been traumatic or serious with a past connection that they had to get away from. That person has no feelings at all for that past person anymore. That person wants nothing to do with that person. I feel that this person's ex still tries to reach out to them, probably even to this day, even though they've had nothing to do with them for a while. And that person, when they get on the phone, they'll be like, oh, I just got bad news. My ex tried to call me again. Nope, don't miss them, don't want nothing to do with them, have to change my number again. Yeah, that explains the sword coming out sideways. There's somebody who is it feels smothering, toxic, didn't want to let go of them, and still, like, it's feeling like they have to change their number every so often because that person somehow gets a hold of it, and they don't want anything to do with that person. So just so you're aware of that person does have like some kind of energy, and it's not a lingering energy or somebody who I feel they're still in contact with. It's just somebody who hasn't let them go. It's like they've let go of somebody who hasn't let go of them, you know, and that's showing up in the energy twice here. Okay, so now let's also get into their family. This is really interesting. This person might have problems with their mother, or they might have a very, they either possibly don't talk to their mother, or they don't get along with their mother, or their mother is very disapproving of them, or something about them. This person, might have a family member, a family member that is, they might have some family that has been in jail or in prison for certain things that reach out to them for help that they're not able to help out with anymore. Like they might have like, you know, a family member who's like in jail or prison who calls them for help, and they can't, they don't, it's almost like it's giving the feeling of like, I don't answer their calls anymore because they only call me when they want something, and I can't afford to keep helping this person out. I've got my own bills to pay, you know, something like that. Like they only call me when they want something. I'm also feeling they might also have a family member that works in like maybe as in the, I don't know if you would call it in corrections, maybe like as a prison guard, or even some kind of authority or police or security, or even possibly probation, parole officer. They might have family that works in one of those departments. Also, I feel that this person, it feels like their family wasn't very giving to them. I'm also feeling that it is possible that at some point in this person's past, they might have actually gone to jail or prison. And I don't want to say I'm going to be honest with the energies I feel. I don't want to say this and then you judge them, but you're free to do whatever you want. We're all adults here, you know, but hey, we all have pasts, you know, I have a past, everyone has a past, but I feel that maybe there's something this person at some point might have had some kind of problems in their past, and that might be why they have a certain mother figure who cut them off and stopped giving to them. I'm also seeing that this person wishes that their family understood them better. They feel that their family doesn't understand them or take the time to get to know them truly. They feel that they wish their family really took time to look at them for who they truly are. They feel that this person feels like their family just says things like, oh yeah, that's great, like just real, very superficial, light, like surface level type stuff, but really doesn't know them or see them for who they truly are, and they wish that their family understood them. They wish they were understood by their family. I'm seeing that as well. Now let's get into the nature of your guys' connection. Oh my God. Y'all stop. Get a room. You guys are going to have, oh my God, you guys are going to be, you guys are like one of those mushy couples. The Capricorn in me, this is very foreign for me. This is probably not my file. I don't know. We'll see. But you guys will have pet names for each other, like Pumpkin, Cupcake. You guys will have like pet names for each other. You guys are going to be like, oh my God, all goo goo gaga for each other. You guys are going to feel almost enchanted with each other. You're going to feel almost, you guys are going to have, it's like, it's going to be one of those things where you're going to want to be together with this person all the time, both of you. You will always have that person on your mind. You're going to want to always be together. You want to go do everything together. I'm almost getting the feeling like not to forget to have some kind of balance and keep things in perspective or in balance with other areas of your life, because it's almost giving the feeling it might be easy to get lost in this relationship. It's also giving the feeling that you guys will want to be together all the time, so much so that you guys probably like to stay in a lot. Maybe you guys don't even like want to go out a lot. Like you guys will just love being in each other's company, love being together, you guys will be, it's almost giving the feeling like joined at the hip, like just always together, have pet names for each other, just so into each other, always thinking about each other, wanting to do everything together, and not wanting to like even go out a lot of places. Like what's the point when we could just stay in and have a great time? And there's nothing wrong with that. That part there, I could see that. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with pet names. It's just as a Capricorn, it's not someone like me. I just say that because it's not as easy for me to come out and be like that with people personally. But I know that there are people who love that. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Stop. Oh my, stop. You guys are going to give each other, like, you guys are going to be like the kind that like keeps nothing from each other. Absolutely. And I mean nothing. Like you're going to either have no passwords on your phone or computer, or you're going to each have each other's passwords. Like there's going to be like absolutely no secrets. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And just so you know, this person is very, very attractive. Oh my God. This person is sexy. And this person is going to feel the exact same way of you. This person is extremely attractive. Something very alluring about this person's energy. There's something very magnetic. And this person is going to feel very drawn to you in the same way. What is this? Now that's interesting. And that might make sense with that taboo energy I was picking up. I wonder... this person might work on things. It's either that this person, okay, on a lighter level, it's that this person works on things that they don't always brag or show off their accomplishments, which is cool. But on another, for some of you, and this might not be for all of you, but for a handful of you, this person might do something for work that they don't like to show or talk about. They might have something that they're into. I'm seeing it more and more as I look at the cards now. This person might have some kind of line of work that they do or that they're into, that they like to keep private, that they don't like to show off to a lot of people because they don't want to be judged. It might be something that might be considered taboo. I don't know. Okay, there's a multitude of different things it could be. You know, maybe they have an OnlyFans. There's nothing wrong with that. There's tarot readers that have OnlyFans. Maybe they're a tarot reader and they don't tell people because they don't want to be judged. I don't know. Maybe maybe they could work something. You know, there's no, I'm not a judgmental person. They might do something in the adult industry. I don't know. There's something here though, for a handful of you, where they do some kind of work that they don't like to really put on display to everyone or tell everyone about, that they kind of keep to themselves. And for others, for most of you though, it'll just simply be, this is somebody who doesn't like to brag about their accomplishments and how well they're doing. And when they are on their harvest season and they're reaping the rewards of all their hard work, they don't show it off. And I would say that's probably a wise decision for a lot of reasons these days. So yeah, I'm seeing that as well. Now, it's so weird. For somebody here, now we're going to get into the nature of the how and why like, or I mean, how and when you guys meet. This might not, I'm starting to rock because I'm getting ready to channel this because as I'm looking at these cards and I'm seeing like the fetish stuff and different energies, this part might not be for everybody, but for somebody here, wow. Pile 2, we got a live one here, pile 2. Ooh, I don't even know if you know how to handle or what to do with this one. The energies I'm seeing here, oh my God. Okay, so let's get into it. How and when you guys meet. Okay, so it feels to me like either you or this person, and it feels like it's probably this person, are going to be doing something in private or going somewhere in private that they'll be like, not, it's something they don't want everyone to see or know that they're doing. And it's almost like I feel like you guys are going to either meet there or like know, like catch, it's almost like the feeling of somebody going into an adult store. You know, I really picked up the energy up here and their energy that they have some kind of taboo or fetish. So it's almost giving a feeling of like them, you or them coming in or out of an adult store. Or even maybe like, hey, maybe this person, you know, likes to, you know, hit the herbs, you know, and so maybe they're going into a head shop to get, you know, a utensil, you know, or it's rolling papers or something, you know, or a vape or something. And it's like, maybe that's where you see them, or you guys run into each other or have a similar interest or some kind of similar hobby or some kind of similar taboo or fetish, possibly something like that. Or maybe you're at a store next to, you're going in or out of a store that's next to an adult store or a head shop or something like that, and that's where you guys meet or run into each other. It's giving that kind of feeling, and I know that might not be for everybody, but for somebody here, it's definite. And that's where it's like, I feel you guys will run into each other. I feel that this person is going to want to introduce you into what they're into. They're going to want to, they're going to be like, I'm hearing don't be shy. God. Yeah, pile 2, we got a live one. You got a live one right here. I'm hearing don't be shy. Oh my God. And then I'm hearing don't fight the feeling. What is, oh my, what is this energy? Oh my God. All these different things are like pointing to it. Now, try something you've never tried before. I'm hearing, how do you know if you've never tried? Oh my God. But this person, I'm hearing, if by looking at them, like you would never know that they were in what they were into. This person comes off actually probably as somebody, you or this person comes off as somebody very traditional, somebody who's like, you know, like you would never suspect. Like this person, something about being very traditional. They come off very traditional, but they're actually somebody who's into exploring and experimenting and trying all kinds of new things. And there's a lot of things they have tried, and there's a lot of things they enjoy, and I'm hearing that there's a lot of things they're going to want you to experience with them. Very interesting channel there. And they're I'm hearing don't worry, I'll never tell. Oh my God, I gotta stop. Sorry. I'm hearing don't worry, I'll never tell. It might be certain things that people are like, I would never do that, or I would never try that. And they're like, how do you know if you've never tried? Come on. Like, there's just somebody who I feel is very explorative, very likes to experience and try things. And they're like, how do we know if we've never experienced it? Are we just judging? Let's try it. And I think there's a lot of things that they still haven't tried that they're going to want to try with you. Very interesting. This person is also somebody who doesn't like to fight, and you guys aren't going to be like that. You guys won't fight or argue a lot. If you guys ever feel stuck, I feel you'll be quick to cut out whatever needs to be cut out of your connection in order to keep moving forward. There's going to be a lot of happiness, and you guys are going to be very free and open with each other, and are going to experience new things that you have never tried with other people together, and you guys are going to enjoy it. And this is what I'm seeing. This is very, very interesting reading. Okay. Also, I threw some dice to get some energies of some, maybe some signs. We have Taurus, nice. We have Libra, nice. We have the number 1 and we have Jupiter. So this is also telling me that you guys are going to be really balanced with each other. You guys are going to complement each other's energy very well. This is probably something new. This is telling me this is probably somebody you don't know yet. This is going to be the beginning of something new. You guys are going to, and this is going to, there's going to be a lot of new things you guys start and try together. There's going to be a lot of it. Like, why do these energies keep coming up? I mean, I'm getting with this Jupiter, there's going to be a lot of expansion. You guys are going to broaden your horizons and try new things and be, it's like, you know how Jupiter, like you think of Sagittarius, like the trailblazer, trying new things, looking to the horizon for new things to do and try. It's like you guys are going to be very, it's going to be very explorative. You guys are going to be into Taurus. It's bringing you to a lot of creature comforts and pleasures. And it's going to be really balanced. I think and this is going to be a serious commitment I'm getting here. I want you to think of a yes or no question right now as it comes to this person. Okay, a yes or no question. It could be of anything. And the answer is no. And so I don't know what it could be. It could be, is this person bad? Well, no, the answer is no. I don't know whatever question was. The answer is no. And the message that came out of how it says, one of whom you will be suspicious will prove to be true. And it's giving me the feeling like when you first meet this person, you might be a little suspicious about them. Like, not sure, like, I don't know. But then you'll find out that this person is the real deal, and they are good. They are somebody who is speaking the truth. There's no reason to be suspicious. Okay, so that is what I have for you, pile 2. This is who you end up with. So I hope you'll feel called to like and subscribe. I'm gonna take it to pile 3. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the Star Spangled Star, pile 3, this is your reading. Who do you end up with? So let's find out. Okay, so just to explain a little bit to you, up here I pulled cards on the energy of the person that you end up with. And then I also pulled energy on the person's family, because I thought that might be kind of important, you know. And then I pulled energy on the nature of your guys' connection. And then I pulled energy kind of on the how and when you guys meet, or what's going on in your lives when you guys come together. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, so let's get into who this person is. Okay, we have the Temple reverse, the 1, and the Medallion. Wow, powerful. I'm getting some mixed messages here, pile 3. So let me tell you a little bit about this person. With the Temple in reverse, I'm getting 2 things. One, that this person might be somebody who has struggled a little bit with their self-image or their body. That there's things they've had to heal from, maybe even like possibly body dysmorphia. But, or just even so much say is that maybe at some point they had some kind of low self-esteem. And I feel like it's due to things they experienced in the past. And I'm getting that off of these 3 cards, which I'm about to get into also here. I'm also, for some of you, and this won't be for all of you, with this Temple in reverse, I'm getting that this person might come from have had a very strict or even very doctrinated religious background that they had to get I'm gonna be honest, I heard escaped from, got away from. They might have, even some of them had, you know, grown up and there might have been some kind of really strict religious, even cult-like or group organization stuff going on around them that they broke away from, that they got away from. But I feel that this person is very self-aware. This person is very self-aware of who they are, who they are, what they're here to do. They know their light. They know their own energy. I feel this is actually a very spiritual person, and I think that has a lot to do with why, you know, some kind of self-realization and self-actualization that they went through from breaking away from something of growing up. And it could even be both of those things. It could be they had certain self-image problems from, you know, oh, I just found like 2 orbs, I swear. All through this reading, I'm seeing like the craziest stuff. Anyways, sorry. Yeah, so but it feels to me like there was some kind of maybe strict religious upbringing that they broke away from or got away from or even had to escape from. And maybe from that they had certain things they had to work through that I feel they have, because with the 1 coming out the way it is, I feel like this person's very, very self-aware now, very healed and very spiritual. highly aligned, very in tuned, especially with the medallion. This person is somebody who, wow, this is a good person. This is a good person, pile 3. This is somebody who likes to do things the right way. They work from the heart. This is somebody who is alchemized their energy. This is somebody who has transmuted many dark things in their life and turned things to gold. They've tapped into their soul. They have learned many hard lessons in this life, and this person is very self-aware and very awake. Yeah, the dragon, the elk, and the horse in reverse. That just for me is an echo of what I just said. This person is highly, highly spiritual. This person is very psychic. This person is like pretty much a seer, maybe even a prophet. This person is very, very, very evolved. Very, has gone through an ascension process and is in alignment. This person's very psychic. Look at the antlers on that elk. This person knows things that you would. Oh, look at these. It wasn't even an orb right now. It was like a stream of light that just went like this, that way. It was crazy. Yeah, this person who you end up with, they awake. This person, their soul lit, bright, very bright. This person has a very bright aura. This person is a very it's giving a highly ascended person. This is it's giving almost like spiritual master. Like this person has went through some things though. And I feel like they're one of those souls that got assigned to certain places and experienced certain things for a purpose of a rapid ascension in this incarnation. This is telling me too, also this person does not like to be tamed or controlled due to the things they experience in their path. This person enjoys their freedom, but it doesn't mean they don't want to be in a relationship. I feel they are going to very much highly value this connection. I think this is going to be, if you're watching my channel, you're somebody who's obviously very spiritually attuned, who's gone through your own ascension, and you're into spirituality, and this person is too. So this is going to be a very highly spiritual connection, especially with the 1 and the medallion coming out. You guys are going to be like a gift to each other, and but this person is going to not. This person is someone who would not be in a connection or a relationship where somebody tries to control them or tame them or smother them. And I feel that both of you are going to be able to enjoy each other's own individuality while being in this connection. It's like you're not going to lose yourselves in this relationship. You're still going to be very true to who you each are. And that's... you're doing great. You're doing great in this connection then. Yeah. So let me keep going on their energy. I'm seeing here... not surprised. Yeah, this person has had a very complex background. This person's been through some things. Straight up, this person has been through some things. Very complex, but it's given them a very intricate and complex way of thinking and seeing things, and with their it paired with having that kind of highly evolved mindset and then a very psychic mindset. This person is they're going to be able to teach you some things. You guys are going to learn from each other. You guys are going to be like teachers to each other. You guys are going to learn so much from each other. I'm really liking this connection. I feel also too that this, wow. This also starseed coming out. Yeah, this person's connected. This person is highly connected. This person receives information and downloads from the higher realms. I feel that both of you are going to be come together and do some kind of rapid ascension process. I'm also hearing you guys will probably be really into, as they would say, sexual healing. When you understand Tantra and the alchemy of sexual healing, of having a truly spiritual connection with somebody and then being intimate, true intimacy, it's very healing, and there's going to be a lot of healing that you guys do for each other. And this is beautiful. This is a very highly evolved spiritual connection. So I would say that so far of the 3 piles, I've done 3 of the 4 piles, and this is probably the most highly evolved spiritual connection so far. There's going to be, there's things that happened to this person in the past that they don't share with everybody that this person's going to share with you. This person I feel is somebody who's actually even been probably, hurt and abused as a child and gone through things that, we're not, most people, that's not comfortable for a lot of people to talk about. I feel this person, when they open up and tell you everything that's happened, it's going to be like shocking to you. This person, it's like this person though is, it's stuff that a lot of people, this person experienced things that most people are embarrassed to even speak about. It happens to a lot of people, but I feel this person is, you know, they're going to be able to talk to you about it, but I think it's like when this person truly opens up and tells you their whole past, you're going to be like, oh my God, like I can't believe it. Like I really feel like this person experienced and escaped something, especially with this temple, the way the messages of getting off this temple coming out in reverse. There was some kind of, I would be surprised if this person survived some kind of weird cult-like or group-like things that happened to them in their childhood, and but it made for that reason they are that much more self-aware, evolved. They're very healed, very spiritual. This person might also already have a child with somebody that they're not with or haven't been with for many years. And I'm also getting that you and this person might have a child. If this person doesn't have a child, they don't have to, but for some of you, this person will have a child. And if they do, they're very involved with their child. If they don't have like faithful custody, like if they have a split custody, it's almost like there's nothing to worry about with baby daddy, baby mama. There's nothing like, oh, I think they're over there with their still talking. No, this is like feeling like somebody who they haven't been with in a long time, but they have a very civil, you know, loving co-parenting type of connection is what it feels like. Yeah. This person is also somebody who doesn't run away from things. They like to face things head on. And I think that's due to everything they've been through. If there's a problem, this person's not going to run away from you. This person's going to face it head on and just want to address the issue, bite the bullet, and work through things. And that's great. That is great. That is something we love. And this person is going to be very, very giving with their emotions to you. They're going to be very loving, very giving. They're going to give you, like, special ways of showing their affection to you. Like maybe whether you're a man or a woman, or you're watching for a man or a woman, I feel this person might have like tokens of their affection or gifts to show how much they care about you. They might not be extravagant or huge, because I'm not seeing yet where this person's money's at, but it's going to be like, even if it's like they went out and got you flowers or went to their own garden and made you a bouquet of flowers, like, but this person's gonna be show tokens of their, express their love and affection to you in beautiful ways. This person is gonna also still be recovering from things that has happened, in a sense, like I guess you'd say the aftermath of the things that have happened, some of the things that might have happened to them in the past, where it's almost gonna feel like people might have tried to do things like, someone might have tried to, steal this person's identity, and they're still having to clean up all the, their credit or get new accounts or things like that. There's some things like that here where this person's still having to maybe clean up the mess of that, but it's not giving the feeling that they're still somebody who's very unhealed or anything like that, but it's like the other outside effects of, like when I don't know, like, how long it was they had to break away from this, but it feels like whatever happened in their childhood, that's been a long time, but it feels like since then there's been other things that's happened, maybe other connections or something that, where people have maybe done them wrong or done them dirty, and they've had to, like, clean up that mess, but it's giving the feeling like every time something like that happens, they're very resilient, they get back on track and keep going. It's a good energy. Overall, this is a very spiritual person. And I think that's what a lot of us are really looking for, Yeah. Okay, so now about their family, I'm seeing that a lot of now when it comes to their psychic abilities, because I feel this is this person has a lot of spiritual gifts and psychic abilities, and I feel that this is something that's been passed down in their family. I feel that a lot of their gifts come from family, and it's giving the feeling like, I'm hearing skipped a generation, like, so maybe not directly from mom or dad, but maybe they had like a grandparent or a great grandparent who was like a seer or a psychic or a sage or a shaman, and it got passed down like that. I'm also seeing that at some point in this person had some kind of troubled childhood though. This person had a very turbulent childhood. I feel that whatever happened in their childhood, it's almost giving the feeling like maybe, this is harsh, I'm hearing maybe like the parents might have, your person's parents might have had to work a lot or been away a lot or done things in their community or church a lot, and where they were gone, and something might have happened to them as a child, and the parents' ways of like compensating for that was like to buy them a gift, like, oh, here, well, let me buy you this will make you feel better, or It's almost giving the feeling of like bypassing, like, oh, well, I provide everything for my child. They're fine. Nothing's wrong with them. That could have never happened because my child's happy. They have everything. They've had a great life. Nothing bad. What are you talking about? Nothing bad happened to my child. Look at them. I'm sending them to college. What do you mean? I bought them a car. They are going to the best school. Nothing bad happened to my child. What do you mean? Something like that. And I'm not saying that will be for everybody, but I'm picking that up on somebody's energy here. Yeah. Yeah. For whatever reason, there's certain people, there are certain family members that this person has cut off that they feel that they'll never get closure from, and they've accepted that. That there is something that did happen to this person as a child that they did feel, for some of you, this person might have turned to at some point. And I'm hearing it would be like in their early teens, this person might have turned to some kind of coping mechanism that was unhealthy, but I feel they are fully healed from that and on a spiritual journey at current. There's a lot of people in this person's family, or I'm hearing even friends of family, whoever did something to this person when they were a child got their karma for it and has been cut off. And this person has accepted that they'll never get closure from that person. That's just getting a little bit deep into their family issues. So just so you understand, that's kind of like the nature of what goes on with them in their family. Also now getting into the nature of your guys' connection. You guys are gonna have, oh my God, the communication is gonna be superb. You guys are gonna have great talks. You guys are gonna connect on such a level where you're gonna feel like you can tell each other anything. You guys are gonna birth something new together. For some of you, it will be a child. For some of you, you guys will have a child with this person. For others of you, it will be that you guys will start something new. I'm also seeing though that it won't, you guys are gonna go through, okay, I'm gonna be always honest with you guys with what I see in the cards. There's not gonna always be easy. I feel when you guys first come together, there will be either one of you, if not both of you, will be going through a hard time where it's like you guys will be getting your life back on track or trying to start something, and it won't be so easy. It'll be a lot of hard work, but you guys will be in it together, in it for the long haul, like for the long run. But it won't be easy, and there will be some struggles, but you guys will work through it together. You guys will work through it together. I see that. I see that here, especially in this 5 of Cups, where it's like might be a hard time where both of you might even be at a place where financially things aren't easy, but you guys will still find so much happiness together. I'm looking at this isn't your regular 5 of Cups. There's sunflowers here. It's happiness. It's a sunny day. It's like even when you guys don't have much, you guys will still be just so happy being together and being in each other's presence. And I'm feeling that when one person, like it's like what one person lacks, the other one will make up for. So like say if you guys are struggling or there's something going on, or like, okay, I'm low until my next paycheck, it's like one of you will, oh, okay, don't worry, I got you. Or it's like one of you might have a house and another one might have an apartment when you first meet, and one might have a car and one might not, but it's like you guys will like, it's like what one lacks, the other will make up for, and then when the other one's lacking, the other will make for. It's like you guys will complement each other very nicely, and you guys will put in the hard work together to come together and make something solid, and I love that. You guys are not going to argue or fight a lot. You guys are going to get along very well. There's going to be a lot of, there will be some things that will come each other's way that will be unexpected, like, wow, I didn't see that coming, this is going to be hard, but it's like almost like iron sharpening iron, where it's like it will make your guys' connection just that much stronger. This person is very highly intelligent. This person, because of everything they've been through, they know how to get through things, and they have a unique perspective and way of, it's almost like strategizing to get things done, to make things happen, and this person's going to help you, especially like the way you guys complement each other. It's going to be very, you guys are going to complement each other very well. It's like where maybe you didn't see one way of doing something, they're going to give you a different perspective, and it's like you guys will just come together and be able to get so much done and accomplish. I also see that, this person, you're going to see things in this person's life that they're not able to see, and they're going to see things in your life that you're not able to see. And when you guys come together, you guys are going to see everything just so clearly. I see that. And I also see that you guys aren't going to hide things or keep secrets from each other, which is great. Also, getting down in here into like the how and why when you guys meet. This is interesting. This is interesting. I haven't seen something like this, I think. At least, especially not yet in this reading and any of the other 3 piles. When you guys meet, this is what I'm seeing here. so unique. One of the two of you is going to feel like you made a bad first impression. It's like almost like you're going to feel embarrassed, like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that in front of that person. I looked so, sounded so stupid. It's like almost like, you know, when someone sees somebody, it's almost giving the feeling and they get nervous, like, and so they're like choke on their words or stumble on their words or what they're about to say, and then it just kind of comes out wrong. It's like, I didn't mean it like that. Or like if someone's like, oh, I don't like what I'm wearing. They're like, yeah, you're right. I mean, no, you're not right. No, you look good. You know, it's like something like that where it's like almost like somebody's might be like, they feel like they made a bad first impression and they didn't come off the way they wanted to, and it's gonna like stress. I see them stressing out, like, I can't believe I said that. I didn't mean for it to come out like that. Or I'm also getting the scenario, or like maybe somebody's like talking to somebody else, maybe somebody at work, and they say something and it just came out wrong, and they're like, I can't believe I sounded like that in front of that person. They probably think I'm a total idiot, and they're worried like, oh, that person won't be interested in me. And but then they come to talk to them and find out like, no, this person's so cool. Like, they are not judging me at all. Like, it's like you guys are gonna get along great, but I feel like when you first meet, somebody's gonna feel like, like I'm embarrassed. I feel so embarrassed. I feel like I said the wrong thing or I made the wrong impression. But it's almost like an awkwardness. Like when you first meet somebody and it's just kind of like awkward, but both of you being very interested in each other. And then like when that awkward phase comes down, it's like you guys just like the floodgates open and you're just able to talk and share so much. And then when that person really opens up and shares everything that's happened to them, you're gonna be like, oh my God. Like, I would have never expected when I first talked to you or first looked at you that you have been through all of that. Like, I can't believe it. And I feel like you're going to be very shocked when you hear this person's whole like story of everything that happened and how they came to where they're at. And I feel like you're going to have a newfound even respect for that person. And I feel like you're not a judgmental person either. And I feel like you have your own very unique, intense backstory. I'm feeling, pile 3, that you're both going to be really surprised. Like, wow, at first look, when I looked at you, I would have never thought that of you. But I feel it's going to be so much more intriguing and draw each of you into each other. And I feel you guys are going to be not wanting to let go of each other. I feel you guys are also going to have, a great sex life. The intimacy is going to be great, very great. And I just feel though, like when you start off, both of you are going to be at a place where you're going to start, you're not going to rush into it. You're going to start off small and build something really solid and work your way up. This is something you're not going to rush into. And I feel whether it's both of you or at least just this person, because they've come from such an intense and harsh background, this is somebody who has to start off slow. They have to get to know people to bring down their wall. And it's not that they're unhealed. It's just because, you know, there are certain people who have experienced such things in their life and also have such gifts where they just can't let anyone in. And I feel it's like this is one of those people who's very, very well aware of their purpose and who they are and what they do, and so they don't just share their energy with anybody. So I see you guys starting off slow but doing it right and building a very strong and solid foundation. And I love this. Okay, so interesting. If you have a yes or no question regarding this person, I want you to think of it right now. Okay? Okay. The answer is yes. And it says, you will be more prosperous in the near future. So I feel like it kind of goes in, I feel like what that's meaning is how it's like when you guys meet, it might be kind of like one if not both of you might be like, it might be hard getting something off the ground, or like maybe moving in together, or like it's a slow build. It's like a slow burn, but it's something that's going to withstand the test of time. Like, you know what I mean? This is like something that you guys will be in it for the long haul, is what I feel. And that once things start picking up and gets going, you guys are going to be like an unstoppable duo. I also pulled some through some dice, and yeah, we have so this might be their sign or some energies they have in their big 3, or possibly you. We have Cancer, we have Capricorn, we have Neptune, and we have the number 3. So you or this person could possibly be a life path number 3. Also, 3 is telling me that you guys will manifest a lot together. You guys will work together well and to manifest and make things happen. And 3, also possibly some of you might have a kid. 1 plus 1. Well, in this case, 1, 2, the 2 of you come together might make a third. And then with Neptune here, this is telling me the nature that this is a very spiritual connection. You guys have a very spiritual connection. Your connection will have a spiritual purpose. There will be a lot of healing, and I think your connection will actually be something that is admired by many. I think both of you, it feels like will be people who have come from some kind of a struggle or some kind of a harsh past and healed and come together and made something beautiful of your lives. And I love this. I love this. So this is who you end up with, pile 3. I hope you feel called to like and subscribe. I'm going to take it to pile 4. Hi, pile 4. If you chose the white star, pile 4, this is your reading. So, who do you end up with? We're going to find out right now. Okay, so before we get into it, let me just explain. Right here, I pulled cards giving me the energy of who this person is that you end up with. Right here, I pulled some energy on their family because I kind of thought that would be important. And then right here, I pulled energy a little bit on your connection, the nature of your connection. And then down here, I pulled some energy to try to figure out how and when you guys meet, maybe. So let's get right into it. Okay. And more cards jumped out for you guys on this person's energy than the other pile, so it's interesting. You guys got like a lot more. So we have arrows, the kiss, wow, the creator, the mountain, and the flame. Oh my God, pile 4. You guys got yourselves somebody who is very, and I mean very passionate. This person is someone who is sexy. This person is very in touch with their sexuality. I'm hearing this person is very good at what they do too. This person is going to be very passionate and you guys are going to have a very hot, I'm hearing, and steamy, intimate life. This person is very, very, I'm hearing, comfortable with themselves sexually and their sexual energy. Also, this person is somebody who's either climbed to a certain place of success in their life, or they've had to overcome many hurdles. They've climbed many mountains and been able to get over it, and they've made a lot of accomplishment there. This person's also somebody who's very artistic. They see the world and they see many colors. Like they have a colorful vision. They see a lot of things that other people would miss. They pay attention to a lot of details. They're very I don't know if you want to say detail oriented, but they see everything. They'll pay attention to all the small things about you. They don't miss things. Like they'll probably remember, your favorite color. If they haven't seen, like even when they first meet you, like probably on like the second date, they'll still, if you talk to them, they'll still remember the color of your eyes. They'll know what, your favorite food. They'll remember things like that. That's cool. And I have to say, this is a divine connection. You do have the flame coming out. This is giving, somebody who's stepping into their divine counterpart energy. So this is probably somebody who's also done, especially coming over and through a lot of hurdles and feels like they've undergone a lot of trials and tribulations and worked and healed through many things. I love this. Also coming out for them, we have, and I just can tell this person is someone who's very sexual in nature, very passionate. Wouldn't be surprised if they have heavy fire energy in their chart. This is somebody who also, they're somewhat of a lone wolf. They don't really run in packs. I think they get along well with people, but they tend to do things on their own, or at least their own way. They don't like if people try to get a hold of them or make them get involved in things they don't want to be involved with, they have no problem breaking free and breaking away from things they don't like. This is also somebody who observes and sees a lot. They, it's not so much giving like psychic abilities, of course. I feel from other cards I'm seeing this person does have some psychic abilities, but it's also just somebody who's a very silent observer. They sit back and they take in a lot. They watch and get to know scenes and situations. So it's giving me that they've probably been through some things, especially if they've had to overcome some mountains and some hurdles, that they've learned to sit back and observe to see things for what they are, so they don't get fooled. This is also somebody who won't be afraid to dive deep into their emotions with you and be really in touch with their feelings and express their feelings to you. And I mean, go into the depths, you know. Oh, what's that? So now I'm hearing that song by Adele, Rolling in the Deep. You know, not how she's saying you took my heart and played it to the beat. Not like that part, but this is somebody who will go into the deep with you. They will dive deep with you. I love that. I feel this is somebody who's had problems, though, in the past with commitments. I mean, I kind of feel at this point, haven't we all? You know, at some point, you know. And then mediumship. So yes, I do feel that this, I'm getting a channeled message on this one, that this person does have some mediumship abilities, but more specifically, there's somebody who this person was very close with in their life. It could have been a friend, but I'm feeling more like family who crossed over, and that person sends them messages. That person connects with them a lot, and they gives them a lot of guidance. They are very connected to somebody. Probably their spirit guides and other beings too, but there's a specific somebody who I feel they knew in this lifetime who they are very connected to still on the other side. This is somebody who doesn't like to ask for help. They like to do things on their own. They like to figure out how to do things on their own and do things their own way. They don't like to ask for a lot of things and ask for people for a lot of help. I feel this person, though, did have some kind of troubled past. You know, growing up, they might have even had some problems with the law at some point. This person also might have, growing up, been in some kind of I'm not going to lie, this person might have come from some kind of a player energy. Whether you're male or female, or whether this is male or female, this person might have had some kind of a player energy, or even possibly a sex addiction that they had to work through and heal from. This person, though, is no longer a heartbreaker, which is what made me kind of feel they might have been in some kind of a player energy. Is at some point, I don't feel that's where they're at when they come to you. I feel this is somebody who has actually done, you know, especially coming out with, yeah, I feel that this person is not in player energy anymore. Heartbreaker, well, heartbreak in reverse, but I'm hearing it from my guides, heartbreaker, that this person isn't a heartbreaker anymore, but I feel like maybe growing up, they were somebody who was living life in the fast lane at some point or time, just so you know. And then getting into their family's energy, I feel there's people in this person has people in their family that they no longer communicate with and haven't talked to in a long time. I feel this person might come from a very privileged family. They might come from a family that actually had a lot of wealth, but, ooh. Yeah, this person, I feel like there's you know, came from a family that was either very privileged or had a lot of maybe money or financial resources when they were growing up. I don't know if they still do, but this person feels like they had a very privileged upbringing. We also, with their family, have the Lovers in reverse and false person coming out. And what that's giving me is, I feel that one of this person's parental figures probably was I'm hearing serial cheater. This person might view one of their parental figures as being a false person because that was somebody who wasn't being loyal in the relationship they saw between their parents. So whether it was the mother was out cheating, and so they viewed their mother, like they might have had some distorted things they had to work with, and that might have been why they ended up growing up at some point having player energy, because it might have been a learned behavior. You know, that might have been the cycle they're breaking. You know, they might be a generational curse breaker where they grew up seeing cheating in the family, so that's what they knew as normal, and they might have grown up with that, but then they decided to put a stop to it after having so many problems and commitments. I am seeing that here. I'm also seeing, because we also have family in reverse with romance and upright, so it's almost like feeling like they felt like one of their parents wasn't present because they were off chasing after romantic flings, or was never home because they were always on the dating scene, or maybe their parents divorced and because one of them was a serial cheater, something to that nature. There's also somebody in this person's family who they had to say goodbye to, and they had to cut off that they didn't want to. It might have been like it's feeling like a cousin or a sibling, somebody that they either haven't seen in a long time or they had to cut off for whatever reason, okay? So that's giving you a little energy on their family. Now on your guys' connection, we have air sign. It is possible that you or this person could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and your big three. It doesn't have to be, though. This is just telling me that you guys will both be extremely intelligent and have great communication skills, and will be able to talk, like the communication between you guys will be very fluent. You guys will speak, it'll be easy, it'll be easy to talk to. You have great conversation. This is going to be one of when you guys come together, I feel that you'll, one, if not both of you, will be coming out of some kind of huge transformation. Especially, like I said, this person, I feel at some point maybe had lived life in the fast lane, and it feels to me like they turned their life around and have broken some generational curses. And so they're coming out of some huge transformations, if one, if not both of you. And that you guys will be coming from a place where things are starting to pick back up in your life. Things are picking back up from, it's like coming out from where it's like you're no longer in the struggle or just coming out of the struggle, but things are now starting to pick up, and that's when you guys come together. You guys will also be having, coming together, making, starting a brand new healing journey together. It'll be a beautiful new beginning. You guys will be very healing and very good for each other. Both of you guys will also be able to take the reins or take control of situations when need be. So it's not that you guys will control each other or smother each other, but it's giving the feeling of like when somebody starts to step out of line or it feels like they're slacking in an area, you guys will like have no problem calling somebody out. But that's a good thing. It's a good thing, like saying, like, hey, you shouldn't do this, or you're slacking, or what, this isn't cool. And you know, it'll be coming from a place of love and respect, and I really love this. I also feel that when you guys come together, both of you will be, if not one of you, but I really feel both of you will be turning your guys' backs on a certain crowd or group of people that you guys used to be involved with. If not both of you, it will be this person, your person. They will be at a place where they are turning their back on a certain crowd or group of people that they no longer want to be associated with in order to orchestrate a new kind of life and to just be, you know, it's like they're putting together something new, building together some kind of new life. That could be both of you, but if not, it's at least this person. And I feel like things, you guys, it won't be slow. I think actually things will pick up fast. And I feel that this person will also be ending some kind of line of work that they used to do or was involved with that they're no longer going to be involved with and doing. And they'll be working on some kind of, it's feeling like it's like they're no longer be involved in something that they used to be involved with or people they used to be involved with, because they're starting some kind of a new life or new journey. And it sounds like that is not because of you, but with you. You know, if that makes sense. Now, how and when you guys come together, this is interesting. Now, it is possible that you and this person already know each other, but it doesn't have to necessarily be so. I feel that if that's not the case, and for many of you it won't be, but for some of you it could be, but for many of you it won't be, it will be that this person will have heard, this is what I'm seeing here in these cards. When you guys come together, this person will actually have heard or overheard something that they were going to hear about, something that you overcame or went through, some kind of struggle that you were able to overcome and go through. They're going to hear of something that happened to you that you survived. I'm hearing, this is crazy. They're going to hear something that you went through and survived that was really harsh, and they're going to hear about it, and they're going to be fascinated and mind blown. They're going to be very intrigued by you. They're going to also possibly be either one of the two of you might also possibly be leaving they might have heard about a connection that you left, or you might hear about a connection that they had to leave. You guys, when you meet, you're going to feel it was destined. It's going to feel very fated. And this is interesting. It's going to feel, when you guys come together, you're going to feel like, almost like have a soul recognition. Like it's like you'll look at each other's eyes and something will just click, I'm hearing, where it's like, like, I feel like I know you. Do I know you? I feel like I know you. And I feel like you guys will get along very easily and very well. I feel like you or this person will not see this coming. I feel like both of you will be at a place where you're not waiting around looking for connection anymore, but this person's going to hear something about you, or see something that you went through, or overhear or hear about something that you went through, and they're going to be so intrigued, and they're going to want to meet you, or they're going to meet you by accident, and then they're going to hear some of your story and be so intrigued that it's going to draw them to you. And then once you guys do come together, though, it's going to lock in very fast, and you guys are not going to, it's like you're going to all of a sudden just be like together all the time. You're not going to want to let go of each other. You guys are going to be, it's almost like out of nowhere this person came, and then all of a sudden you guys were just together all the time, and that was just it. It's like out of nowhere, it just kind of like clicked and happened. It's like, it'll feel like you guys just click really fast, and it'll be one of those things like I just met you, but I feel like I've known you forever. That's what I'm hearing, and that's what I'm seeing. Now, I want you to think of a yes or no question in regards to this person. Think about it for a second. You can even pause the video if you want. Okay. The answer is yes. I don't know what the question was, but the answer is yes. And it says above the yes, it says successful in big things if undertaken. So it's giving the feeling like if you guys, you and this person decide you want to try something together, that you would have great success in it if you try it, if you go for it. I also threw some dice, and the signs and energies that came out is Aquarius, Libra, that we did say air signs, that's a lot of air signs, Saturn, ooh, and the number 11. So that's, you could be a life path 11, this person could be a life path 11, but this also tells me that there's something in this connection that you guys will be mastering. There's something in your guys' soul contract that you guys are coming together to master, and you will master it. In this connection. There's something you guys will be mastering when it comes to whether it's relationships, connections, or just something on your soul's journey, which is beautiful. And with Saturn, this is telling me that actually what I'm getting from this is that this is something that will stand for the test of time. This is something that will last. Saturn is not, I know a lot of people think karma and hardships, but I feel like the energy I'm feeling is that both of you have already gone through a lot of karma and worked through a lot of karma and hardships in this life, and now you're ready for something solid, and that's what you're going to come into in this connection. And it's something that's going to have a solid foundation and withstand the test of time. And that's really what Saturn is about. You know, Saturn does not deny. Saturn normally delays. So, and in that I mean, Saturn will give you what you want, but not until you earn it, and not until it's been worked hard for. And I feel that both of you have been through such hard lessons and tests in your life, and done so much work through so many different areas and avenues of your life, that you've come to a point where you're ready to work and build something solid. And that's what I'm feeling here with Aquarius. This is giving the feeling that there might be something unconventional about this connection. It might not be what your traditional connection would be. That might be that you guys come together in a very unconventional way, or find a different way of doing things that is outside of the norm from what other people would think, and that you guys might do things that inspire many people in society or in community. And with Libra, you guys will be very balanced, and I feel this will lead to a solid commitment. There will be some kind of contract here, most likely marriage. So that is what I have for you. I love this. Pile 4. This is who you end up with. I hope you'll feel called to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in another reading.